ခင်နေစားပါတော့မိဘပြည်သူညီကိုမနှမများလုံးမင်္ဂလာပါရှင်ဒီနေ့2014ခုနှစ်ဇွန်လ17ရက်နေ့မှာဆိုရင်တော့အခုကျွန်တော်ရောက်ရှိနေတယ်မန္တလေးမြို့ရဲ့မန္တလေး Hill Resort Hotel မှာဆိုရင်တော့ကမ္ဘောဒီးယားတရုတ်လာအိုမြန်မာထိုင်းဗီယက်နမ်စတဲ့နိုင်ငံပေါင်း6နိုင်ငံနဲ့ဖွဲ့စည်းထားတဲ့မဟာမဲကောင်ဒေသခွဲခီးသွွားလုပ်ငန်းအဖွဲ့ရဲ့မဟာမဲကောင်ဒေသခွဲခီးသွွားလုပ်ငန်းဖိုရမ်2014ကိုကျင်းပပြုလုပ်မှာဖြစ်ပါရှင်ဒါကြောင့်ဒီနေ့အခမ်းအနားကိုမိဘပြည်သူများပြည့်ပြည့်စုံစုံသိရှိနိုင်စေဖို့အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့ update channel နဲ့ရိုက်ကူးထုတ်လွှင့်ပေးသွားမှာဖြစ်ပါရှင်
Good morning. I am Sun Moniwong, Director General of Tourism Department, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Laos, PDR. It is my great pleasure to attend to Mekong Tourism Forum, hosted by Myanmar Ministry of Hotel and Tourism. It is a good opportunity for me to have some exchange point of view about the tourism industry in the GMS country. That I think that this forum is not the first time, but we still have many times organized. For example, in the year 2011, Laos hosted this forum too, and from that time to now, I think that we can see the tourism industry in the GMS is more grow, especially this year Myanmar have organized this forum. I think it's a good chance for Myanmar to promote the tourism industry in Myanmar. Why? Because now the tourism all over the world are interested in Myanmar. Yes. From my point of view that even though my first time in Mandalay, but several times I have visited Myanmar, like in Naypyidaw, Bagan, Tongchi, and Rangoon. In Myanmar have very famous in cultural historical site that can attract more tourism coming to Myanmar. I think so. On Myanmar tourism, I think that now is growing very well. Yes, the tourism is because you have more tourism resources, and also you have human resources, especially for the hospitality people in tourism industry, and especially you have more English-speaking guy, very good guy. In Laos, our tourism industry in Laos also growing very well. We in recent years, the growth rate about 10%. Yes, I think that we can help to promote Myanmar tourism together, as well as the GMS tourism industry together.
My name is Chan Phu Keung. I'm Deputy Director General of International Cooperation Department of the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism of Vietnam. Actually, I'm the head of delegation attending the Tourism Working Group and also this Mekong Tourism Forum. I'm not going to be a speaker for today. Anyhow, we will discuss about key issues and measures how to develop our tourism in this GMS region. Not my first time to Myanmar, but first time to Mandalay. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Myanmar for hosting the MTF, the Mekong Tourism Forum, and also for the tourism development in the last few years. I saw a great development in Myanmar, especially in big cities like Yangon, Naypyidaw, Bagan, and now Mandalay. I think you have done very great work so far. I saw a lot of tourists coming to Myanmar recently. Especially, we work very closely with Ministry of Hotels and Tourism of Myanmar to strengthen the cooperation and especially to bring tourists from both countries to visit each other. So on the way from Hanoi to here, I saw a lot of Vietnamese tourists in our plane, and more Vietnamese tourists will come to Myanmar. We hope that in very near future we also can welcome more Myanmar tourists to Vietnam. Vietnam tourism recently also on the very good pace of development. Last year we received more than 7.5 million international tourists and around 33 million of domestic tourists, with the revenue of nearly 10 billion US dollars. Accounted for around 4.5 to 5% of the GDP. We are working on the development of good destination with high quality, and we try to bring the best services to the tourists, not only international but also the domestic tourists. I think this is a very good platform, a good occasion for stakeholders of the 6 countries and also the development partners and many other players to give a hand to jointly develop the tourism development in the region, because our region, the Mekong region, the GMS region, is very specific, very special in with great potential for tourism development. You see that we have a very famous river linking all 6 countries, and this is a great potential for us to develop and to drive upon our potential for tourism development, and then to bring benefits for all 6 countries.
ပြပပြည်များရှင်ဒီကနေ့ forum အစမှာတော့ SKAL International Thailand မှ President Mr. Day Lawrence မှကြိုဆိုနှုတ်ခွန်းဆက်စကားပြောကြားခဲ့ပါတယ်ရှင်
But what I'm going to, now we're into smartphones and iPhones to pick up. So what I'm going to ask you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is if you can put your telephones on silent.
ဆက်လက်ပြီးတော့ဟိုတယ်နှင့်ခီးသွားလာရေးဝန်ကြီးဌာနမှဒုတိယဝန်ကြီးဒေါက်တာဆိုင်းကျော်အောင်မှအဖွင့်မိန့်ခွန်းပြောကြားခဲ့ပါတယ်ရှင်
This is our second time hosting the Mekong Tourism Forum in Myanmar. We hosted Mekong Tourism Forum for the first time in 2002 in Yangon. It was the 7th Mekong Tourism Forum.
ဆက်လက်ပြီးတော့ဒီကနေ့ forum နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့တာဝန်ရှိသူများမှမိန့်ခွန်းပြောကြားခဲ့ပါတယ်ရှင်
Secondly, in 2011 in Paksay, Champasak province, in Lao PDR. 2012 in Chiang Rai province in the north of Thailand.
အဲ့နောက်မှာတော့ Safeguarding Yangon as an Economic Access for Myanmar ခေါင်းစဉ်ဖြင့် Yangon Heritage Trust မှာ Miss Letitia Milos နဲ့ဒေါ်ရွှေရင်းမာဦးတို့မှရှင်းလင်းတင်ပြခဲ့ပါတယ်ရှင်။ပြပပြည်သူများရှင်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံဟာ1999ခုနှစ်ကစတင်ပြီးတော့မဟာမဲခေါင်ဒေသခွဲစီးပွားရေးမှာအဖွဲ့ဝင်နိုင်ငံအဖြစ်ပူးပေါင်းဆောင်ရွက်ခဲ့ပါတယ်။မဟာမဲခေါင်ဒေသခွဲနိုင်ငံများရဲ့စီးပွားရေးပူးပေါင်းဆောင်ရွက်မှုအစီအစဉ်များမှာခီးသွွားလုပ်ငန်းကိုဦးစားပေးအစီအစဉ်တရက်အဖြစ်ထည့်သွင်းသတ်မှတ်ပြီးတော့မဟာမဲခေါင်ဒေသခွဲဟာတခုတည်းသောခရီးစဉ်ဒေသအဖြစ်ပေါ်ထွက်လာရေးကိုဦးတည်ပြီးတော့ဆောင်ရွက်နေရရှိပါတယ်ရှင်။
Well, the Mekong Tourism Forum theme is on tourism and heritage. Actually, we're looking at the future of heritage and the relationship with tourism and heritage in the greater Mekong subregion. Well, the guests are from all around the world. We have guests from across Myanmar, from across the greater Mekong subregion, from all the 6 countries, from ASEAN, and we have guests from Europe, we have guests from North America, we have guests from all over the world, about 160 delegates. The best opportunity of all comes from meeting face-to-face and sharing. Of course, it's very easy to connect on the internet and to chat by email, but these opportunities for one person to come and meet another person face-to-face, to listen to a presentation and to have some collaboration, I think is very special. The presentation we just heard a few minutes ago was from Yo Min Siu from the Inlay Princess, Inlay Heritage House. And she was commenting that in 2011 she came to Paksay, to Laos, to the Mekong Tourism Forum, and had a chance to meet a lot of people and get connected to more people. And now she's here again. And yeah, so I think it's a case of networking and getting to know more and more people. It's a very good question. Mandalay, well, it was not my choice, but the choice of your Ministry in Hotels and Tourism. We always try to do the Mekong Tourism Forum not in the major cities, not in the big urban centers or in the financial centers, but in the secondary tourism destinations. Mandalay is, of course, a very famous city already, but it's a little bit different than doing it, for example, in Yangon or in Naypyidaw, to have an opportunity to promote MICE, to teach and sort of train and educate people on how to have the meetings and conferences and incentives market promoting as well. So we like to do things in the secondary destinations also. It's incredible what's happened. I mean, there's been an incredible change and the winds are sweeping in such a great direction. We are, of course, not without risks and challenges, and I think the mission now is to make sure that tourism is continually to be developed in a sustainable way, so we can have these treasures. These, when we talk about heritage, there's natural heritage and cultural heritage. There's tangible heritage and intangible heritage. All of this must be protected because this is the very industry that we're living from, and if we destroy it, we will not be able to live from it in the future. So this is what we need to do: is preserve and protect. Would I like to give suggestions to Myanmar tourism? Keep up the good work, and please continue to be diligent and cautious about the future. I think your ministry is already very well ahead of the game. I've had the honor of working with your union minister, personally working with him, with Excellency U Taung for many years, and he's a very smart man. He sees the future. He has a lot of experience, international experience, so I have great confidence in your ministry and in your union minister. Go traveling in the GMS, cross the borders, do some overland travel in Myanmar and in the other 5 countries of the Mekong. Have a great trip.
ဒီကနေ့ forum မှာတော့မြန်မာနိုင်ငံရဲ့အမွေအနှစ်ဆိုင်ရာစိန်ခေါ်မှုများနဲ့အခွင့်အလမ်းများမဟာမဲခေါင်ဒေသခွဲနိုင်ငံများရဲ့အမွေအနှစ်ဆိုင်ရာခရီးသွားလုပ်ငန်းနဲ့မဲခေါင်ဒေသခွဲအတွင်းနှစ်နိုင်ငံအထက်ပါဝင်သောခရီးစဉ်များဖွံ့ဖြိုးတိုးတက်ရေးတို့ကိုဆွေးနွေးကြမှာပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ရှင်။ခင်နေစားပါတော့မိဘပြည်သူညီကိုမောင်နှမများရှင်ကျမတို့ update channel ကနေဒီနေ့ရိုက်ကူးတင်ဆက်ပေးခဲ့တာကတော့ခီးသွွားလုပ်ငန်းနဲ့မဟာမဲခေါင်ဒေသကွယ်အမွေအနှစ်ရဲ့အနာဂတ်ဆိုတဲ့ခေါင်းစဉ်နဲ့ကျင်းပပြုလုပ်တဲ့မဟာမဲခေါင်ဒေသကွယ်ခီးသွွားလုပ်ငန်း forum 2014ကိုရိုက်ကူးတင်ဆက်ပေးခဲ့တာပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ရှင်မိဘပြည်သူများလည်းဒီနေ့အခမ်းအနားကိုပြည့်ပြည့်စုံစုံသိရှိခွင့်ရလို့ကျေနပ်သဘောကျလိမ့်မယ်လို့လည်းမျှော်လင့်ပါတယ်ကြည့်ရှုအားပေးခဲ့ကြတဲ့အတွက်လည်းမိဘပြည်သူညီကိုမောင်နှမများအားလုံးကိုကျေးဇူးထူးပဲတင်ရှိပါတယ်ရှင်